guys, welcome back. It's Diane and welcome back to my channel, The Eye for It. And I am dressed up because I have to go to work today. But before I hit the store, I am going to finish up my coffee and I am going to hit 2 thrift stores in Connecticut. Again, I'm looking for hard goods. My store is mostly about clothing. It's a boutique type of thing, but I definitely carry hard goods and they're very popular and they're really hard to get on consignment. I think if I had some advice for somebody wanting to start out in a reselling business and they wanted to just do hard goods, to really know where you're going to get that inventory first. Because as a consignment shop, my shop's open to the public for people to bring in all kinds of stuff. We sell home goods, clothing, jewelry, accessories. It's women's stuff, but the household stuff is just general stuff, small furniture, and it is extremely difficult. And I think the reason is a lot of people do sell their things on Facebook Marketplace or, yeah, they're just hard to get. They're not easy to get hard goods, especially modern hard goods. So I got to do a lot of that for myself, which is no problem. I enjoy thrifting and I love finding treasures to resell, so that's no problem. But I'm going to caffeinate. I'm going to finish my coffee here. I need this and hit the road. Before I go, I wanted to show you, do any of you guys watch, I think it's called Canterbury Cottage. It's a YouTube channel where she does thrift flips. Amazing. I mean, I don't have that kind of talent or time, but I do love watching her. I picked these up from one of my travels. They do have like a back stamp on them. I don't know. But they had a gold frame. And where I want to put them, I want to put them in my upstairs bathroom. And so I hit them up with a coat of paint last night on the frame. Just a very matte onyx color paint. I left it, you know, very rough because I just wanted a rough matte background. Here's the other one. So doesn't that match nice, I think, with the leaves? You know, this nice dark color. I don't know. I'm going to put them in my bathroom. I'm going to see if I like them. Because I did alter them. I wouldn't try to resell them. I would just donate them if I don't like the way they look. But I'm hoping that they're going to look good. I'll follow up with you and show you a shot of how they look after I'm done. But yeah, let's hit the road. And again, if you're new here, I think everybody's going to probably be new here because I just refocused my channel on reselling. So if you're new here, lovely to meet you. I'm so grateful that you're here. And I wanted to show you two other things. In my last video, I mentioned how to use 2 of the free things that I got from the free sale, the estate free sale. So let me flip you around and let me show you what I meant by the 2 uses for 2 of the things. Let me do that. Oh, and I did mean to mention to you, if I'm totally not a gatekeeper when it comes to sharing the secrets of reselling. There are no secrets, but if you have any questions whatsoever, drop them in the comments. I would be more than happy to answer any question you have about any aspect of owning your own business, reselling specifically, promoting your business. Yeah, go ahead and shoot me a question at any time. I will definitely answer them. Not gatekeeper. I'll give you all the info I have, and I totally want to see other people be really successful. So feel free to ask me questions in the comments. Okay, let me show you those 2 things. So I mentioned to you in my last video, I had a white urn that looked almost exactly like this, and it did have the cover to it. And I talked about using it to put a plant in, you know, without the cover. But if you had the cover, I use mine to hold my dish powder. So this is what I use in the dishwasher. And I go ahead and this is just a basic measuring cup type thing. And then I just put the lid on it and it sits right here by my sink. My dishwasher's right here. So it's a super cool way to hold your dish powder, don't you think? Let me go show you the other one. So I mentioned to you about using that covered casserole in my bathroom on the back of my toilet tank. And this is what I mentioned putting in it, like just little wipes. There's the chip. I know, such a shame. Otherwise I would try to sell it, but because I did take it and I like to try to find use for things that I did take. This was, again, it was free. So I thought that looked really neat in my bathroom, don't you think? I mean, I think it looks really good with the artwork I have above here. To have that kind of like that. I don't know. Let's see if I can. There we go. How's that? Yeah, isn't that an interesting use of a little casserole dish? Just something to think of, you know? I don't know. I thought it looked cool. It's a cute way to keep some stuff handy without it being super obvious. What do you think? Hi everyone, welcome back. It's a couple days later and I've had a chance to unpack my stuff and go through it and get it ready for putting out for sale in my store. But I want to show you guys first what I got before I do that. So let's take a look. I had a pretty good thrifting day. This is relatively small. Like I said, I specialize in modern things. I definitely pick up vintage things, but I do specialize in like new, as if it came from TJ Maxx, home goods, stuff like that. That's really what my customers are looking for. And that's a really hard thing to find when you're out thrifting, but I try, and then we mix in vintage things and style them to give people ideas how they can use vintage in their store as well. Okay, so I got this piece of framed artwork. I like it. It's like a dark floral. It's not an expensive thing and it's not super new, but the subject matter, it says Antique Floral Frolic. It says that right on the bottom. And I'm not sure, I need to mess with my camera settings. I don't think it's reading correctly. I don't know. I'll have to Google that and see how to fix that. But anyway, this I thought would be a sweet little piece of artwork for maybe somebody's bookcase or like in a bathroom, like a smaller space. It's a smaller piece. It was only $1, so there's plenty of room in there for me to make a profit, and it was really pretty. As I've said in other videos, anything houseplant related or gardening related sells really, really well. So I picked up this pottery planter. I love it. It's like half of it is a very shiny glaze and the other half is really rough. But it's a really good size. And I paid $3 for this. So there's definitely room in there for me to sell it. And it's modern. and very cool. I picked up this little trinket tray. It looks, you know, vintage, but it's not super old. There's no back stamp on the bottom of it, just like a little indentation there, but there's no back stamp. But it's a very pretty, like a blue floral. And these trinket dishes do really well. A lot of people use them in their bathrooms for like guest napkins or little soaps or things like that. So I pick these up all the time. I don't know if the price is still on it. I know I didn't pay more than a dollar for it. So yeah, that's really cute. This is definitely a really good item. Whenever I see things like this, I grab them immediately. It's that, I don't know what the name of this type of wood is. I want to say Agassiz wood or something like that, but I know it's very modern. TJ Maxx, Home Goods, Target, they all sell pieces like this. Very modern, very in demand. I paid $2 for this. There's a lot of room in there for this. This is one of the pieces where you pick it up when you see it, and if you can get it really cheap, it can make up the difference for other pieces that you pick up that you might not make as much on. So it's kind of like dollar cost averaging. You just sort of, I don't have a hard and fast rule to be like, oh, I have to double my money on something. I think that's sometimes a lot of resellers might make that mistake where they pass on pieces that they feel they really want them, but they can't make as much. I still get those because I'll always find pieces like this where, I mean, I'll probably put $12 or $13 for this in my store and I only pay $2. So this makes up the difference of other pieces that I might only make a small percentage on, but I still want to have them in my store. Because really, when you have pieces that somebody really wants, even those pieces that you aren't making as much money on, you're kind of, I don't know how to say this. You're like buying customer, not loyalty, but interest. Okay. So if they found something they love in your store at an affordable price, they're going to come back. So even if you only made a couple dollars off that purchase that one time, if you build their buying, loyalty, it's okay because you'll make another sale where you'll make more money. So I know that's probably common sense, but sometimes I used to do it. You know, I'd fall in this trap of looking at pieces and then thinking, well, I'm only going to make a couple dollars on it, but buy it anyway. Just make the couple dollars. You're building your shopping audience, if you will, by having items that people really want and that they're going to purchase. And that has a value. So there's value to your sales, even if you're not making that double your money type thing, or if you're not making hardly anything on it, there's value. I hope that makes sense. Okay. Anyway, next piece. This is unique and cool. This is a pretty good size. I'm going to say it's a hobbyist, I think is what they call them, a hobbyist pottery piece. It's this huge vase, and it's not signed, which is sad, but that's okay because the bottom of it has like a felt. So I think even if it was signed, you wouldn't be able to see it because it's been felted. This was $4 where I picked it up, the thrift store I was in. So that's a great deal for such a huge piece. This is a really big piece. And if someone has like mid-century modern style, or they just collect pottery, this is an amazing vase. I love this. And I'm gonna really enjoy putting that in a display in my store. Okay, so the next piece I got was actually a 3-piece set, and it's this super darling. This is a napkin holder, and it has like strawberries all over it. And then it came with I think this is like a covered sugar. So it has like this strawberry top. Oh my God, is that adorable for summer? Look at that. That's so pretty. Those bright red strawberries are adorable. And then it came with like a 3-piece teapot. So I guess the cover comes off like that. And then it's got the middle piece, which is I think where you make your tea with the spout right there. Look at all the strawberries. Oh my God, I love this. This is so adorable. And then it's got the bottom cup. This reminds me of another YouTuber. I don't know if you watch her. She's a vintage YouTuber, and her name is With Love Christina. I don't know if any of you watch her, but she does these really lovely videos of vintage style living and dressing, and she's obsessed with strawberries. Her kitchen is all strawberry themed items, and I think she would love this. I'm sure she doesn't watch my videos, but if she did, yeah, Christina would love, you would love this. So the last group of stuff I got is like some outdoor patio stuff. That's a really big seller this time of year. Obviously for spring, you want to make sure that you have all the things people are looking for thrift. So I got this tray. It's a really cute rose design with musical sheet music theme in it. Looks really shabby chic. I think it's really pretty. I would love to use this on a porch, or maybe if like you have an outdoor wicker set or something like that, something shabby chic, it would look really nice. It was originally from Threshold, so that's a Target brand, so it's a modern piece, and it's got a really nice wood back and front. It's nice. I really like it. It was $4, so there's definitely some room in there for me, and I think it's a really cute summer piece. The next bunch of stuff I got was like patio, outdoor patio dining type stuff. So a lot of people love to have these like plastic plates. These are really popular in stores. Well, they used to be stores where Big Lots and Christmas tree shops. I know every year I would go out and take a look to see what they had. Now it's Home Goods, TJ Maxx, HomeSense, Marshalls. They usually sell these plastic plates in like sets like this. So this is a set of 10 plates, and the thrift store I was in does sell them by the set. So this was a really pretty, it's like a dark tan green design with some florals on it. Plenty of plates for everybody, for your picnic or your barbecue. I paid $3 for this whole stack, so there's lots of room in there for me to mark it up in my store and sell it, and someone would still be thrilled to find them. I think those sets go for, from what I've seen, usually like just for a set of 4, they start at like $8.99 in like a TJ Maxx, Marshalls. And then they go up from there. I've seen them for a stack of 10 like that. You'd probably pay close to $16 or $18 at TJ Maxx, Marshalls. I got this set. This is a set of 6. These are really pretty. I love this color combination of that ocean blue and that leaf green. Very pretty. That's a really popular color combo. I paid $2 for the stack of 6, and this is originally from Opal House, which I believe is a Target brand. So these are really good quality, really beautiful, and lots of room in there for me to resell. The next stack was a 2-stack set. Each stack is 6 plates, and I got 6 of these smaller. They look like a water lily pattern, right? I think, right? We think water lilies. So this is so cute. Look at how scalloped the edges. I really like that. That's really pretty. And these were originally, I don't see a back stamp on that. And then I got the plates. Those are like a square shape. No back stamp, so I don't know where these originally were from, but again, they probably were from like a Big Lots or Christmas tree shops or something like that. But I really love these. This is a really bright and colorful piece. I really love it. And then I got a set of 2 outdoor chair cushions. These were originally from Hampton Bay. So these are really good quality. I think Hampton Bay is sold in Home Depot. I'm not sure if it's sold in Lowe's, but it's definitely like a garden center brand. So these are really thick, excellent quality. They're a pretty neutral stripe. They definitely remind me of a Ralph Lauren type look. Very traditional. Unfortunately, I only got 2. I tried to find these in sets of 4, but I only found 2. But these are really popular with my customers because, you know, buying these brand new, these cushions, they can be almost, you know, $12, $14 a cushion, depending, you know, just the seat cushion part is, you know, obviously less expensive than the full seat. But, and then like inevitably, no matter how much Scotch Guard you put on them, they always fade and get water spots and everything. So finding these on a thrifting price makes you feel a lot better when they inevitably get a little stained from being outside. And then the last thing I picked up was this pillow, this really big pillow. Like I said in other videos, I always get the down-filled pillows because, yeah, I don't do this is what sells the best. This is what my customers are looking for. So this side is like a woven kind of fabric, and the other side is like a velvet fabric, and then the edging is like this whip stitching. Yeah, so this is a really beautiful color. I love this spring green color. So I paid for this one, let's see, I paid $3 for this. So there's lots of reselling profit room in this for me. And yeah, I think this is really beautiful. Okay, well, thanks for watching today. I am so grateful that you were here. Hopefully you were entertained looking at my thrift haul. If you saw anything that you liked, I really don't sell online. I just sell it in a brick and mortar store. But if you leave me a comment down below, I'm sure we can work something out. I'd be happy to sell you something over the interwebs if you really have your heart set on something. And yeah, I really appreciate you watching. And again, if you have any questions about reselling, if you're thinking about becoming a reseller, or whether it's an online platform, an in-person antique mall booth, or you want to take a huge leap and open up your own brick and mortar, put a question down below. I don't gatekeep. I'll answer anything that you might, if I have any advice or if I have an answer for you, I'll definitely give you some advice free. And yeah. So we'll see you soon. If I have time to put in some clips as to how we merchandised all of our fun spring finds in the store, I will include those. Otherwise, bye for now, and we'll see you real soon. Happy thrifting, and we'll see you at the next thrift adventure. Just got here to the store, and I'm putting some finishing touches on what we had in the haul. I put this table together. I like this light here. Yeah, that looks good. We had these placemats already. These were like a lobster print placemat. We have a set of 4 of those. So I just put these items kind of on that with, we had these these oven mitts already too. So these are like barbecue, they're meant for the barbecue. So what do you think of that setup? I think that looks really pretty. This is how I decided to put together that really pretty, like Victorian rose tray. That was originally from Threshold from Target. So we combined it with a bunch of really pretty, shabby chic looking things. I think that looks really nice. I love it. What do you guys think? Is that a really nice display for spring? I think it is. Super cute. All right, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you real soon.